Hello and welcome to another episode of the Farr Show, where I am Farr, and tonight we're talking about how to review movies. Because, being honest, I don't think I've ever gotten a question about it, but I feel like if anybody wants to know, this is going to be the video that points them to. Because it's changed a little bit since the last time I talked about it. When I first talked about it, there was Farr, and I kind of gave it a base idea of it was 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 stars. I'm going to go into a little more detail to kind of give you an idea. Because there's more of a range than that, I feel. More than anything, there's one added rank that I don't really talk about. There's one movie that's gotten it, so we're going to talk about it. Let's start with an F, which, ironically enough, is a bad movie. It's a movie that I wouldn't recommend seeing. Just don't see it. It's a 1 or a 2 out of 10, and then it's a 1 star. It's just a movie that I wouldn't recommend seeing. Ironically enough, I feel like F lines up great because we all know what an F is from school. You know, an F means you've done bad. So, an F is a bad movie. An A, or an FA, excuse me, would be 3 to 5. Rent it, buy it at your own risk, I would say. And it's 2 stars. So, pretty self-explanatory. F is the bottom. FA is, you know, hey, this is getting somewhat good. At least give it a watch, you know. FAR. This is where it starts to get really good. This is where the movies are like, hey, I'd own it on Blu-ray personally. Me, personally. Though I own some of the ones that are A's on Blu-ray as well. It's just kind of, you know, personal preference. These are the more ones that I would say I'd buy right away on Blu-ray. Like, not really much of a choice or much of a hesitation buying it on Blu-ray. So it's a 6 to 8 or 3 stars. So it's definitely a good movie. Some examples of these are, well, you know. You don't know. That's awkward. So, in all seriousness, you know, there's some good movies out there. I mean, Doctor Strange, I'm pretty certain I put in here. I put Ant-Man. I'm just thinking all Marvel movies right now. I think I put Batman v Superman in this category. There's some good movies in here, but I wouldn't say they're the best movies that you can watch. There's definitely a lot better. Ironically enough, I know these more off the top of my head is 9 out of 10 FARR. So it's got a Farr. Own it on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray. That's what it means. Buy it on Blu-ray. Really nice Blu-ray. So for example, just some examples of this year. The Joker. Avengers Endgame. Spider-Man. Zombieland. You know, just some examples of what I'd recommend. So it's 9 to 10, 4 stars. Easy to get so far. All right, so this is where there's some difference here, and this is the one that I kind of referenced. Though I say own it on every format, there's an exception to that, and I'll tell you in just a second. 11 out of 10, 5 stars out of 4, even though you can technically do 5 out of 5 stars. That's not important. Rocky. It got an FARRY. So my last name, Farry. Because I felt, of all my movies, this is my favorite movie. I would own it on every format, to be honest. I have VHS copies. They're not here right now, but they normally are there. I got it on DVD. I got the series on Blu-ray. I'm slowly getting the 4Ks. I'm excited. This is my favorite movie of all time. Hands down. No doubt. I watch this movie probably 3 or 4 times a year at this point. Just because I love this movie. I don't know how to say it other than that. This movie is the feel-good movie of my life. Like, this is the movie. So, there's only been this movie that gets a FARRY. But, I'm going to talk about it on Wednesday of next week. Star Wars. So, it'll make sense when I talk about it more. So, stay tuned for that video. So, the system is pretty easy to explain. I feel like this is going to be the definitive video to watch or to see if you're wondering how the system works. But I feel it's pretty self-explanatory. So, what do you think of the far-off system, is what I'm calling it. Tell me in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and have a far-off night.